Hello everybody. Sorry it's been so long. I've been so busy and I kind of just needed a break from editing. To be honest with you, editing takes forever and I had so many distractions, most of which you'll see in this particular vlog. But the most important thing is I started building my canoe. It's a Bear Mountain boat canoe, and when I'm done with it, it's going to live at the Filson shop in Union Square, New York City. I'm so excited. The store opens on September 23rd, and the canoe is going to be there. You can come and visit me and the canoe that weekend of September 23rd, and then from that point on, it's going to be living there. I'm really happy to get started on this project, something I've been wanting to do for a really long time. It's been 10 years this month, this summer, that Nick and I built the canoe that you might find online. Made that movie. Nick built the canoe. I videotaped him and edited 25 hours worth of video down to 3 hours, and that's the Bear Mountain Boats DVD. Having lived through that and seeing it with my own eyes, I remember everything. So far I haven't had to reference any books or any documentation while I'm building this. I'm going to try and be done by the fall, and I need to get some beauty shots, and there's a few lakes around here, so I'm going to be doing that. This Depeche Mode cube that I made is kind of an oddball project. My friend at Barclay asked me, what can we make for Depeche Mode? I had a bunch of weird ideas. This one ended up being the most simple one I could do in the crunch time that was left to get this done. I made this right after the class that I'm going to talk about, and I had literally almost 2 days, maybe 1 day to make this, and it was a lot of fun. But it was a weird one. People like it, so I appreciate that. And sometimes I don't like a project, and the fans will like it, and that's really more important than me liking it, so thank you. By the way, this is cast acrylic. It etches really nice with the laser, and it really can cut all the way through, gives a beautiful cut. Cast acrylic. Making a really fun video for Burns-O-Matic. I'm making 10 pencil holders. I wanted an excuse to make the same thing using heat and a torch 10 times. Much like a few years ago, I made a bottle cap, I made a bottle opener video where I made 10 bottle openers, and this kind of reminds me of that video. It's a lot of fun. It's cut. I might put it up on my Patreon right now before I get approval from them, so only a few people will be able to see it, but take a look this week. This is a little welding table that I made for my buddy Danny and his class, high school class, and they're learning to weld. It's super exciting to watch young high school kids learn how to weld. I wish I learned how to weld in high school. I'd be a much better welder by now at the age of 51. I didn't do a video on this because this is very similar to a lot of videos I've done in the same style with the 2x2 16 gauge tube, which I really like for making tables, and by the time this building gets completely done, there'll probably be a lot of 2x2 16 gauge table legs in here. This is my new building, by the way. There's electric in here. Just a little electric, not the main electric. I've been working on an everyday carry pocket knife in my style. Come up with this kind of crazy blade. It's 9 1/4 inches long. I've been really digging this. I made it with my friend Steve Pellegrino, who's an expert knife maker, and he happens to also be a former student of mine from my School of Visual Arts days. He came back and we did a knife making 2 days together, and he really taught me a lot about the metallurgy of how to harden metal, which is the one thing that I still need help with, but he did help me quite a bit. And I'm on my path. I want to make this as an everyday carry. And I also did electro etching for the first time in my life, which was a lot of fun, to electro etch, something I've never done. And it was super simple. A lot of people saw me talking about it on social media, and I encourage everybody to try it. I first really got turned on to it when Alex, French Guy Cooking, started tattooing all his knives. So take a look at Alex's video, maybe I'll link it below, and this video will be out this week, me and Steve making knives together. So this is my Black Raven. I paid $5 for it at a garage sale here in upstate New York, and I could just barely see what this was when I paid for it, and I did a little social media on it, and some people sent me pictures that it's definitely a Black Raven. After I got my first message from Paul Mayette, I pulled over and rubbed on it to make sure that maybe he was right, because it was really rusty, and he was right. Put it in some white vinegar, cleaned it off, and after doing some social media on it, Paul Hamler, I don't know if you know Paul, you got to check out his Instagram channel. He is an incredible craftsman who makes small objects. He makes small tools, much like Marco Terenzi. He makes small things. The guys that make small things, I think, are amazing craftsmen and artists because they make incredibly perfect things, but smaller. And this is a gift from Paul. He did a black raving etching on a series of small axes he made, and he sent me one of these. So, Paul, I can't thank you enough. This is an incredible gift, and I will definitely cherish it. And I think he may have said that he was experimenting with etching, so this was maybe one of his experiments of etching this head with the Black Raven logo. Paul, thank you very much. I'm honored. Building update, you can see that I'm actually in the building right now. I've been working in it. We did our class in it, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, but I'm building my very first project, which is the canoe, and the electric we have right now is from the pole. It's just an extension cord, but Southwire has given me a ton of wire that's going to be the main wire that connects the building to the pole. We're going to have 400 amps buried underground. It's going to be well equipped. I'm going to have my 3-phase converter from American Rotary set up once all is put in and installed. Patrick is installing the lights. He's doing the interior electric. Patrick, my friend, the World Trade Center electrician, he is doing the lights and running all this complicated circuitry. The lights, right now I only have 5 of 30 lights lit, and it is like daylight in here, but everything's going to be controllable, dimmable, switchable, and it's going to be like a movie set inside of here. It's going to be so bright. I'd like to shout out to my friends at G&H Lumber. They are giving me some really good deals on the windows, for instance, and the siding, which I ordered this week, and the siding is probably going to be up maybe within the month. And I have to build doors, and then we have to insulate, and we're going to do the installation of the Southwire main line that's going to come in here. That's going to be another big video that I'm going to work on. So there's a lot happening in here. It's definitely moving along swiftly, and I'm super excited. Like I said, I'm already in here. It's 2 a.m. and I'm in here working, doing my vlog update. My dreams really are coming true. So thank you for supporting me. Taylor and I held a class here, and we invited Tracy and Katrina to come and teach again. They taught us in October, and they came again, and we did bowls, spoon making, axe handle making. It was amazing. Everybody seemed to have had a lot of fun, a lot of learning, a lot of self-discovery, a lot of really, really beautiful projects, and I don't know how else to explain it, but just take a look at this montage. Joe and Troy from Arbortech came and demonstrated some new stuff. can get a taste of what happened here. And it was great. We did 3 full days. We had wonderful dinners, wonderful gathering, and I have a bunch of new friends, and I can't thank you all enough. It was a really beautiful few days. Recently, you saw the twisted ice picks, which I did in limited edition. Brett and I twisted these ice picks. We heated them up and twisted them, and I sold 25. They sold out right away, but I will be making more. We almost ran through almost 250 ice picks recently. They're probably at the store still. I'm in the process of manufacturing 400 more. So they're starting to sell a little bit more often and a little bit quicker. So I will keep making them, and I am making them here in the United States. No longer will I have the economy ice pick, which is something that I only did as a test. Hear the bird in here? There's like 4 birds' nests in here because I got to get doors. There's hope. My buddy Giaco came. If you don't know Giaco Whatever, that's the name of his YouTube channel, go check it out. I'm going to link it below. Giaco's a really good friend. We have a great time when we're together. Inspires me like crazy, and I think I inspire him. We just have a lot of fun together, a lot of laughs.
By the way.
Special guest in New York. While he's been here, he announced his new maker knife, and I'm proud to say that I was consulted right after it was completely done. So thank you very much. Dude, this is really cool. I can't wait to get to keep one in my hands full time. Giaco's invited me to introduce a very special version of the maker knife. The DiResta maker knife. We're going to make a DiResta maker knife. It's going to be basically Giaco's knife in design with my moniker on it for anybody that might want that one.
Limited edition because it's going to be just like for the Kickstarter, and that's it. So.
And that money's going to be used to send all my pets through college. What are you laughing at?
I planned it perfect.
How old were you when you realized you were the type of person that needs to make stuff?
All my life I made stuff, but on the internet. Like I made websites, softwares, whatever, you know, all that boring things. And then I saw my company and I had this need of making stuff with my hands that also other people could understand, because my other job, like my parents, didn't even know what I was doing.
Oh, because it was like so intangible.
Yeah, it's so complicated and you couldn't touch, and they were like, oh, okay, yeah. But they were pretending they understand what I was doing. But
that was basically a software company?
Yeah, basically, yeah, websites and algorithm and things like that.
Did you go to university?
Not at all.
You did
not? Actually, I did 2 weeks of law.
2 weeks of law school?
Yeah. And then I dropped out immediately.
And that was it? You just went to work for yourself?
Yeah, well, I was working already because I've been working since I'm 15.
Right.
Okay, can I tell you like a this is like the story that made who I am, and actually not many people know it.
Yeah.
So it was 2001, there was the G8.
Right. In G8 Summit?
In Rome.
Right.
So the Italian FBI, let's say, were looking into many things, and they found a website, and from that website they were like stolen things from the government, Italian stuff.
Stolen things from where?
From, you know, the government. How you say that?
Government.
Well, it turns out that website was made by me. Italian police came like 5 in the morning with guns and everything, and they found out that this kid might have done something.
You?
Yeah.
So you had stolen things from the government?
They say. Then that gave me some, you know, publicity about stuff that I could do. So I was like 15 and I started my company. I was doing things for like big companies, you know.
Oh, internet stuff.
Yeah, boring things.
Right.
And then, yeah, I made multiple things and blah, blah, blah. And 3 years ago, I sold all my assets because I couldn't do it anymore.
Right.
And I started the YouTube channel.
When you visited me in New York just as a fan,
yeah,
you did not know you would do YouTube, or did you?
No, I had 2 videos that were like unlisted.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I wanted to start a YouTube channel or whatever. I just made those 2 videos.
Right, just because then, you're a creative.
Yeah, and I asked you, can I, you know, you think that I could do it, blah, blah, blah. And I showed you the video and you liked them.
That was
like,
the burn, the thing that burned.
So since you liked the video and you subscribed, I had like 25 subscribers.
Oh,
like,
even though it was unlisted, I liked it, not knowing that it was going to go public.
Yeah, people somehow reached it. I don't know how that happened.
If I like it, it goes public on my Twitter.
Okay.
Or it also goes on my like
that is what it is.
Yeah.
And
sorry.
So I had 25 subscribers, and I remember I was in Manhattan from my computer, iPhone. And I said, okay, then I'll make them public. Now I'm a YouTuber. And
wow.
So yeah.
And that was where it said like Giaco Whatever, and it burned. The paper burned.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. That's a funny story, isn't it?
So when the government found that you had some of your secrets.
Yep. Nope. My mom just told me this like 1 year ago or something.
Right.
Because of course they wanted to kill me, my parents, because you know that's like a bad thing. But my mom told me like 1 year ago that one of the FBI guy, let's say, told my mom, let him do his stuff because he's actually very good.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but he didn't like my mom didn't tell me until like very recently.
Did she let you do your thing?
Yeah. I can make you a stand for that, you know. That will make
what I need is a blue tape, a roll of blue tape. As an intuitive creator and an internet savvy person, what do you see as the future of YouTube?
Well, it's gonna maybe, okay, I see the shift from TV to the internet. It might be that YouTube is gonna be like the biggest player for a long time, but you can never know. So right now, like for at least 5 years, it's just gonna grow and grow more and more.
Right.
But they can screw up, or like another player can, you know, start small and you know, like we thought that MySpace would have been the biggest social ever, and now it's dead. So you can never do too many predictions.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
What advice can you give to a young YouTuber that's just starting now?
I'm gonna say one thing, because I have a lot of comments and email. I get people saying like, how do I start? And you know, they have videos like mine that were unlisted and whatever. One thing that's gonna happen when they publish their first video is that no one is gonna give a F anyway.
No one's gonna watch it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna, like, don't be too you know, nervous that it's not gonna watch it or whatever. You're not gonna do a viral video the first, you know.
Right. Set your expectations low.
Yeah, because don't be too, you know, anxious about like gaining subscribers. Just do videos that you like, and I know it sounds cheesy, but it's exactly what it is. Like, you just have to make content and find your way. Like, if you start copying Jimmy like I did, then you find your style, and probably someone else is gonna, you know.
Thank you, buddy. It's always good to have you.
Yeah.
Whenever you want, you come and stay. Bye, buddy. Giaco, I love you, buddy. Good luck with the Kickstarter. You've already funded 10 times more than you asked for. So I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy for you. Thank you, my friend. I got some really great stuff since the last vlog and mailbag. I can't thank you all enough. I got some amazing gifts. Tandy sent me a Tippmann Boss leather stitcher and some tools. So guys, thank you very much. I'm going to be using this stuff in some upcoming videos. Alex Steele sent me his finished hammer. You can go check out his video. I'll try and link it below, where he and I hammered this video. In the video, he and I hammered out the head, and then he finishes it off in the video, and then he sent it to me. So Alec, thank you. Thank you. Eric, who came to the class, brought this beautiful pan in the shape of New York State. His friend made it. Go check them out. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. Doug from Retro Weld sent me these cups to improve my TIG welding. Doug, thank you, my friend. I appreciate the support very much.
Porque I told you I was...
And everybody else that sent me some beautiful, amazing gifts, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have you guys seen Wranglerstar's video on this sharpening kit? They sent me one, and this thing is amazing. And I would do a long, in-depth talk about it, but Wranglerstar already did that. I'm going to link his video below, where he talks about this sharpening device and all the intricacies of it. It is amazing, and it really, really works well. I sharpened my DiResta pocket blade with it, and it really, really does the job. Thank you, guys. Swag Off-Road has been following me for a while, and of course I've been following them. So Swag, they sent me this cool stuff. Thank you very, very, very much. Swag Off-Road makes this bandsaw stand. It works for a variety of bandsaws, and this press brake, which works in a variety of hydraulic press brakes. So guys, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate you thinking of me. My anvil came from my buddy Andrew down in Dallas. If you don't follow Blacksmith Tools on Instagram, go check it out immediately. Thank you, my brother. And he also sent me this incredible hammer from Kurgel Forge, handmade by Kurgel Forge, and I can't thank you enough. I'm not quite sure if it was a gift from Kurgel Forge, or if it was a gift from Andrew, or if it was a gift from both of you guys. Guys, hugs and kisses. Thank you for following along and sticking with me through my break. Lots of videos coming. I got a lot of exciting news that I can't announce. When I can announce it, you guys will be excited about it. So thank you for the love and support and the gifts and the emails and the messages. Can you believe I'm in my new shop after all this talk? It's actually really happening. So thank you, RR Buildings. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Southwire. Thank you, David. Thank you, everybody that supported me here in the building. Appreciate it. Happy Father's Day to my dad, who, if it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't have all the things I have now. Thank you, Dad.